Flag raised, and they're off. For the Walwyn Kim Muir, a little slow to begin with Sine Nomine, and also Music of Tara towards the rear of the field as they go over the first. Grozny was one of the leaders as they got over the first. So too was Samajest towards the inside. A little bit wider is Midnight Hour Fred. Those are the first three, followed by Dom of Mary in a roundabout fourth position as they go over fence number 2. All safely over Sine Nomine is the back marker. Music of Tara is last but one. Also towards the rear of the field in the early stages is 9 Graces. So now they race up the hill and towards the back straight, and it's Samajest who has got the lead to Grozny, who races in second, and Midnight Hour Fred towards the outside in third. A little bit wider to those is Man of the People, who's in a share of fourth, with on the inside Johnnywho, who's racing alongside Dom of Mary as they make the run down towards fence number 3. Pat's Fancy is next in the field, followed by Gitmaker, who races up on the outside of Cletus Palor as they go over the third fence, and they are all safely over. Sine Nomine was the back marker. On now towards the water jump, which is fence number 4, and it is Samajest and Patrick Mullins who have got the lead. 2 in second is Man of the People racing towards the outside. Grozny through on the inner. They're then being joined out wide by Gitmaker and also Midnight Hour Fred. After these on the inside is Dom of Mary, just in advance of Johnnywho as they go over that open ditch. Trailing the hind legs through that fence was Walking on Air, who was prominent early but has now dropped back to midfield. New back marker 9 Graces now is at the back of the pack as they go over another plain fence. All the leaders jump it well. The one who took that by the roots was Gelino Bello, who made a shuddering mistake and now has dropped back into the last third of the field. Around the dogleg turn they go, and on now towards the open ditch with Samajest leading by a couple of lengths. Pat's Fancy was the one who made a mistake there. Gelino Bello made yet another mistake at that fence, and they continue their journey up their hill. Following Samajest, then towards the outside, Man of the People in second, and Midnight Hour Fred is in third. Grozny on the inside of Pat's Fancy as they got over that. Cletus Palor also in that front wave. They're followed by Fantastic Lady, who's passed 1 or 2, making ground around the outside of Johnnywho. After those is Walking on Air, then towards the inside is Yeman, then Wise Guy. After Wise Guy to the inside is Daily Present as they go over the fence, taken on the turn, beginning to make the run down the hill. There was a mistake by Wise Guy at that fence. Sine Nomine has dropped to the tail of the field again. Galop de Chasse is now last but one. 9 Graces still towards the rear of the field with Music of Tara, and also towards the back of the pack is Mint Boy, and now they're going on towards the next. Gitmaker on the outside of Man of the People, and on the inside Samajest. Pulled up at the back of the field was Gelino Bello. Gelino Bello is out of the race. So now they've taken the first 9 fences, the first 10 indeed, and now making the turn into the home straight and on towards halfway, the Walwyn Kim Muir. And it is Man of the People towards the centre. On the far side is Samajest, and towards the near side is last year's runner-up Gitmaker. Those are the first 3. Midnight Hour Fred is in a share of 4 with Grozny through on the inside and Pat's Fancy still in the front wave. A mistake there by Dom of Mary, who was in about 10th position at the time. Wise Guy is making ground up on the outside of Cletus Palor. Johnnywho travelling well for Derek O'Connor right through on the inside as they go over the fence, which were the last in a circuit's time in the Walwyn Kim Muir. And it is Samajest taken on by Man of the People around the outside. Gitmaker is racing in third. To the inside, Grozny in a share of 4th with Pat's Fancy and then Midnight Hour Fred. Wise Guy is next, followed by Dom of Mary and Cletus Palor, and then towards the outside is Fantastic Lady. Through on the inside is Johnnywho. Johnnywho is then being followed by Walking on Air and Yeman. After Walking on Air and Yeman, races we've all been caught. Then towards the outside is Now, Where or When, who's just worse than midfield, with Music of Tara quite wide as they go. The first fence taken down the back straight. Walking on Air nearly went, very bad mistake. So now they're going on towards the water jump, which is fence number 14. Man of the People and Samajest and Gitmaker are still the first 3. They rise in unison over that water jump, at which at the back of the field, pulled up was Galop de Chasse. Galop de Chasse has been pulled up before the water, fence 14. The 15th is the open ditch, and a very bad mistake there by Mint Boy, whose rider has come off. Mint Boy has unseated the rider at the 15th, the ditch. On towards the 16th, Summer Jess, Man of the People, the first two, followed by Gitmaker and then Grosny towards the inside. Midnight Hour, Fred and Pat's Fancy, and then on the inner, Johnnywho. Derek O'Connor has cut every corner so far. Out a little bit wider, Fantastic Lady together with Wise Guy trying to make ground, and Cletus Pallor as they got over that open ditch at which Sine Nomine is in danger of getting tailed off now. Where or When is also struggling very badly at the back of the field. Continuing to climb towards the top of the hill inside the final mile, and it is Summer Jess and Man of the People who were the first two over the next fence, and they've now gone 3 lengths clear of Grosny on the outside of Johnnywho, and then Dom of Mary. After Dom of Mary is Midnight Hour, Fred and Gitmaker, then Cletus Pallor, and then on the inside is Daily Present, followed by Yeah Man as they go over the 4th from home. The others well strung out, all behind Summer Jess as they make the run down the hill with 3 more to take in the Fort Walwyn Kim Muir. Still many chances. Summer Jess on the inside, on his outside, Man of the People going well. Johnnywho right on the inside together with Grosny and Dom of Mary. Yeah Man then towards their outside together with Walking on Air, who is trying to rally. 9 Graces from a mile back is beginning to stay on. Daily Present cuts towards the inside, but it is Gina Andrews and Man of the People who kick and try to go for home for the first time. Derek O'Connor leaves the inside rail on Johnnywho and is now poised to pounce towards the near side, followed into the race by Yeman and Walking on Air, but it is Johnnywho who still is in hand. Into second, Daily Present comes to the challenge just a length away. Summer Jess is trying to rally together with Dom of Mary racing down towards the final fence in the Fort Walwyn Kim Muir, and it is Johnnywho and Derek O'Connor. Their lead is about a length and a half. Over in second, Daily Present and Barry Stone. It's now strictly between these two, and Daily Present has quickened up the best from the last. Over on the far side, Daily Present has got the lead, but Johnnywho now is rallying towards the grandstand side, but Daily President is in front, and Daily President has taken the Fort Walwyn Kim Muir. To Johnnywho in second, Summer Jess was in third, and in fourth, We've All Been Caught.
Has just won the Kim Muir on Daily Present. Not only is it his first ride at Cheltenham, it's his first ride in Britain. It's a winning ride. This is magical stuff, isn't it?
Oh, it's magical stuff, dreaming of it for years growing up. So there's nothing can top this now. It's
Talk me through the race, because it looked a masterful ride, a saving ground, keeping an eye on Derek O'Connor, outriding winner finish. This is the stuff that Dreams is made of.
this is Dreams made of. You're following the best lads around, so you can't do too much wrong when you're following them boys.
So talk me through how the race panned out for you. Was it all smooth sailing?
It was all smooth sailing, just got a little bit rough on the turning, got squeezed up a bit, but yeah, he had plenty left, so I was well able to get him back going again.
And how long, tell me about your background. Your family's in racing, isn't it?
Yeah, my uncle was a jockey there, and he's a trainer now, training pointers. My brother's actually a professional jockey there as well, Connor Stone Walsh. And we grew up with horses all our lives, so we did. So places like this is where you'd like to be.
And did you imagine it was going to be like this? I mean, you know, when you were sort of dreaming of it as a kid, did you think this would be like this?
No, I never thought it'd be like this, but when I got to ride on the horse, I thought he had a good chance, so I'd take everything in when you can get it.
Talk me through those closing stages.
Yeah, he got a clean run down through the inside, and I was kind of holding on to plenty coming to the second last and hadn't asked him too much yet, so when I came down to the last, he winged it, and once I landed in front, I kind of knew I just had to keep him up to his work.
And what was it like as you crossed the line?
It just didn't feel real at all. It's just like a dream.
And the crowd coming back as well?
Yeah, the crowd coming back is mad. It's madness here, so it is.
Well, many congratulations. It's a lovely story and just incredible to do this first time around. Absolutely brilliant. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Paul Nolan is getting congratulations all round. His fourth Cheltenham Festival success. His first since Mrs Milner in the Pertemps in 2021. Peter Verdansen did you proud in that race earlier, and now Daily President has won the Kim Muir. Congratulations, how are you feeling?
Feeling great, it's just great, and young Stone gave him a great ride as well. What a ride. And you know, he was very cool, went down the inside, brave man's route, and just we're delighted that he was able to battle on up the straight.
Well, like you, I loved everything about that ride and the way he was keeping an eye on Derek O'Connor. You know, learn from the best.
Right. Tracking the best, and I thought we were going to be second jumping the last, and then I knew we'd stay and battle, and thankfully he was after filling him up several times during the race, because he's that sort of a horse. He just runs in snatches a bit, but it's important to try to keep the bit up in his mouth, and he gave him a super ride. I thought for a young chap, you know, first time I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was super ride.
Is he someone that you know well? And
No, it's his first ride for us, and you know what I mean. But he rides for the folk with his friends of ours, and he's a very talented young man. So you know,
he certainly is. First ride in Britain. He wins at the Cheltenham Festival.
Yeah, absolutely, it's brilliant, and we're just so delighted. It's great.
And how about you and your team? How are you feeling coming here today with proper chances?
Yeah, proper chances. You know, again, Favourite Johnnywho ran a cracker. Conyers Hill ran well enough yesterday. Sandro Clegane was a bit disappointing, ran too free. But you always, when you come over here, you like to be bringing over something with a bit of a chance. And we thought we had a few chances, and now we've got a winner. We've one horse left to run tomorrow evening, and hopefully he'll run respectable as well. It's all about just running respectable and running your race. At least you can analyse something, not, you know. So thankfully we got one on the board. And
if the horses are running well and they're getting near the target, you're putting yourself in there with a chance. But it's so tough to win here.
It's so tough to win here, and you need so much luck, and you know everything. As we've seen over the first few days, what can go wrong and what can happen, and you know it's like, you know, and the highs and lows of it as well, from being elated to the next race, something like you fall at the last or something. So the highs and lows, and yet you want to enjoy the highs.
It's what makes this sport so great, isn't it?
The best sport in the world, that's it. Yeah.
Here, it absolutely is. Now, forgive me, what is your horse tomorrow?
It's Parker Kings in the last. Yeah.
Right,
so hopefully he'll run well.
He ran a cracker at Leopardstown last
He did at Christmas, and you know, so hopefully the ground will continue to dry out. You know, the better the ground, the better he'll be in. Hopefully he'll run respectable.
Okay, well, you're going to enjoy this evening, aren't you?
We certainly will. We certainly will.
Good. I'm glad I've got that guarantee.
Yeah.
Many congratulations, Paul. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Lily. Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.